Today we're going to talk about states of matter. Matter is what everything is made out of, and matter itself is made out of these tiny little things called atoms and molecules. They're so small that we can't see them with just our eye. Now, there are three states of matter. The first is solid, liquid, and gas. Now, the first one, solid, you see how when I press on this, I really can't change the shape of it. I would have to do something to change the shape. This is a solid. And in a solid, the atoms and molecules are very tight together, and that's why you can't really change them. Now, the second form of matter that I told you about is a liquid. And water is a liquid. Now, in a liquid, those molecules, they're a little bit further apart and they can actually move around each other, which is why if I stick my finger in the water, I can move it around, or if I pour it into this other glass, it takes the shape of this new glass because those molecules are able to move around. Now, the last state of matter is a little bit harder to see. It's gas. We breathe in gas, we breathe out gas. So if you put your hand in front of your mouth, you can feel the air that's there. That's a gas. Make sure you wash your hands later for blowing on it. Now, in a gas, those atoms and molecules are further apart and they can move much more freely, which is why even though there's air and gas around us everywhere, we don't really feel it. We just move through it and it moves away. Now, the cool thing about states of matter is we can actually do things to change them. And what I have here is I have a bottle of soda. Now, this soda, what I did was I started at room temperature, so it was kind of warm, and then I put it into the freezer for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Now, that time is important because I got it just almost to its point where it would freeze. And now I have this bowl that was also in a freezer. So what I'm going to do is I am going to slowly open this. You don't want to open it too fast because if you open it too fast, it'll actually freeze in the bottle. And I'm going to pour it into this bowl that is very, very cold, and we'll see what happens. Now, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to get a spoon, but it actually turned into this icy slush. And what we did is we changed the state of matter. So we froze those molecules, those liquid molecules, and it slowed them down. And instead of being further apart for a liquid, they got closer together and they started to form a solid. Kind of like if you wake up on a cold morning and you don't want to get out of bed, you get really tight and you move very slowly when you get up. That's what happened to those molecules because we had them in the freezer and we got them really cold, and then we put them into a bowl that was also very cold. That liquid got so cold it turned into an icy slush and went from a liquid to a solid. So if you try this at home, remember you want to use a room temperature bottle of soda. You want to leave it in the freezer for 3 hours and 15 minutes. You'll want to use a metal bowl. Keep that in the freezer as well. And when you open the bottle, open it very slowly. If you open it very quickly, it'll actually freeze in the bottle. Well, I hope you had fun with our experiment, and I can't wait to chat with you guys again. Bye!